you're missing out. Essential life skills schools don't teach you. What words come to mind when you hear the word school? Most people immediately think of learning whenever they hear it. School should teach you life skills that will help you live life. After all, this is where you learn fundamental skills such as language, mathematics, history, and socializing. However, there are some who feel lost as soon as they step into the real world, and there are those who feel that they have stopped learning as soon as they get their diploma. If you are feeling this way, or if you ever felt this way, there's a chance that you were not taught essential life skills in school. So in this video, we are going to talk about important practical skills not taught in school that help you become successful in life. Welcome to Luxtiva, the place to dream, learn, and improve your life. Number 1. Quitting. Have you ever quit a club only to be scowled at by your former clubmates? In school, when you quit, you feel that you are being disciplined just because you decided that something isn't right for you. You become treated as a loser in your social circle just because there's a misconception that only losers ever quit. That's actually far from reality. In the real world, if you start something, you're not required to finish it. You don't have to finish all 10 seasons of a show if you think that it's a terrible show just from the first 2 seasons. If you start a business and you realize it's doing you more harm than good, drop it. Remember, a lot of winners experienced quitting plenty of times. To win in the game called life, you just have to win once. So don't force yourself to waste time and resources just because school taught you that quitting is a no-no. That doesn't apply in the real world. Number 2. Negotiation. When we were in school, we were taught to just comply with what we were given. In school, if the teacher tells you to work on a 20-page essay, most of you will likely write 20 pages to complete that essay. You see, most schools basically teach you to do exactly what you have been told. That's why when you step out in the real world, some of you feel uncomfortable negotiating. At work, if your boss tells you to handle 5 different projects all at once, most of you will probably say yes. This might work in your first 2 years of working, but we doubt you could keep up with it for more than that. This is where negotiation comes in. You should become comfortable with telling your boss the amount of work he can do for the team and propose alternative options if needed. You have to remember that negotiating isn't about being aggressive and making sure that you get what you want. Negotiating is all about finding a win-win situation for everyone involved. If you continue to avoid negotiating at work or in your personal life, you should expect to get the short end of the stick. So, if you want to be more successful, you need to learn how to negotiate better to get a better deal for yourself. Number 3. Learning. Most schools don't really educate you to think for yourself. They merely tell you what you need to learn. They give you instructions to follow, and some even dictate the moral of the stories or books that you read. This is actually one of the flaws in some education systems. They spoon-feed the students and get them to memorize a bunch of facts. Unfortunately, they don't teach you how to actually learn things. This is why some of you feel it's difficult to learn new skills after you graduate. So you need to learn to think for yourself. Challenge yourself to acquire new skills and apply those skills in your job or life. Number 4. Meditation. When did you first hear about meditation? Have you learned how to meditate? Our guess is most of you didn't learn to meditate in school. Meditation is a useful tool for honing your mental capacities. This improves your self-awareness and enables you to be more emotionally intelligent. To top it all off, a lot of highly successful people practice meditation, as doing so helps them focus on their goals. If you don't know how to meditate, there are a lot of articles, apps, and videos online that can teach you how. All you need to do is find a meditation routine that works best for you. Number 5. Teamwork. In school, whenever you have an exam, you're not allowed to talk to others. You have to finish your exam all by yourself. And if you're caught collaborating with others, you will get some sort of punishment. However, this is not how people survive in the real world. At work, people work on projects with their teammates, and if they don't understand something, they can ask someone to help them out. Michael Jordan once said, "Talent wins games, but teamwork and intelligence win championships." This is true in life as well. If you want to be more successful, you have to learn to cooperate in a team and perhaps even lead a team. Number 6. Fake it until you make it. After after you graduate, you will face a lot of unfamiliar situations that you probably won't know how to handle. Fake it till you make it means you have to intentionally develop an attitude or perception of competence that you don't currently have by pretending that you do until it eventually becomes a reality. Imagine ice skating for the first time. You don't know how to walk or skate on ice using ice skates, but you figure it out as you glide along. In real life, this means you have to be confident in stressful situations where you feel that all the cards are stacked against you. As social psychologist and speaker Amy Cuddy said, if you feel like you shouldn't be somewhere, fake it. Do it not until you make it, but until you become it. You have to figure out a lot of things as you are doing them, so you eventually learn how to do those things again in the future. Number 7. Handling psychological or mental issues. Most of you have probably felt some sort of anxiety, and some of you may have even suffered from depression. However, just because a lot of people are dealing with the same issue doesn't mean that it's something that's normal. Unfortunately, in some schools, psychological or mental problems are not often talked about. They don't teach you how to deal with these, so when you eventually experience them, some of you don't know how to cope with these problems. Here at Lux Diva, we believe that your mental health is fundamentally linked to your physical health. So, instead of shrugging it off, we recommend you find someone to talk to about your problems. School is an important part of our society. After all, this is where most children learn important basic skills such as reading, writing, and arithmetic. However, a lot of schools have outdated education systems. This is why it is inevitable that there are a lot of skills that would not be taught in schools. Now, if you want to be successful in life and in your society, you need to go the extra mile and acquire those skills yourself. What skills have you learned in the real world that you think should be taught in school? Let us know by leaving a comment down below. See you in the next video. If you haven't clicked away as a way of showing our thanks, we want to give you a bonus. Make your own journey. You learn a bunch of different subjects in school, but it may leave you with fuzzy or unclear career possibilities when you get your diploma. You don't really learn how to hone your skills and create your own journey there. If you are creative, can entertain people, and want to be an influencer, what do? Unfortunately, it's not part of the education system. As most schools have a predetermined future career for their students, it might be challenging for those of you who want to try unconventional careers. This is where life experiences come in. As most people say, experience is the best teacher. If there are things that weren't taught in your school, you have to learn them for yourself by experiencing them. Make your own path towards that dream career. Now, get out there and learn those skills that school hasn't taught you yet, so you can make your dreams come true. See you next time at Lux Diva.